and I've asked Brother Haynes to come and share a little bit about chalk evangelism this morning, because it is a unique ministry and it's one that many people are not familiar with. So Brother Haynes is going to share our missions moment this morning about chalk evangelism.
I started by a professor. I'd finished Bible college, or my last year of Bible college, and a professor came up to me and he said, "Dwight, would you like to learn a new tool for ministry?" I had seen an evangelist come through my church. I was 10, 11 years old, and I won a chalk drawing. I invited the most people to revival service. I got aunts and uncles and cousins, neighbors, anybody, just so I could win that drawing. And it's still hanging in my parents' home. So he looked at me and I said, "What is that tool?" He said, "Chalk art." And I said, "Mr. LeGrand, you're a nut. I can't draw. I'm not an artist, never was." But he said, "Well, I believe that if you could draw, you would use it to preach the Bible, to teach the gospel." So he said, "Why don't you pray and ask God for the gift, the ability to draw? And then take my class, put feet to your prayers." He said, "For 2 weeks, just 2 hours each week, for 4 hours, see what happens." So I went to my dorm room that night. I knelt at my bed, and I said, "Lord, I don't know why he asked me that." I was almost in tears. I said, "I don't know why he would ask me that, and I don't have any ability whatsoever. But if you are willing and you want me to draw, I'll take those classes. If I come out at the end of 2 weeks with 2 or 3 really good drawings that are good pictures, I will build an easel over Christmas break, 1993, and every door you open for ministry to share the gospel or teach the Bible, I will go through that door." 3 weeks later, I had 3 beautiful drawings, big ones. And I said, "Wow, I better build my easel." So they were all custom. Nobody made these things at the time. And so I had a scoutmaster build the box, and my professor gave me some ideas, and I built the easel. God started opening doors. In 1994, word of mouth. People heard I could draw, and I graduated from Bible college and started doing evangelistic meetings in Bible schools. By faith, have traveled all over the world. When somebody calls, I say, "Yes, God provides." And then I did that, went around the world, Singapore for a year, Asia, Malaysia, China, been to England and Scotland. All different, not always with equipment, sometimes a roll of paper and some chalks inside and a suitcase and duct tape. And then you can put it on anything. Drawn on walls in public schools overseas, all around the world. Drawn here in public schools. Wherever the door opens, I've shared the gospel and taught the Bible. And God has blessed that. When I got married, my wife and I grew up together in church. She knew what I was doing, knew what she was getting in with, and we've done it ever since. For 19 years, we'll be married, 19 years in July, and we've traveled as a family. Once we had children, we took our children, and we've traveled as a family everywhere we go. We love it. We're faith missionaries. We're home missionaries to the United States. And God still has a place for the gospel to be preached. And so we come with 3 goals in mind: to engage all ages. The artwork will draw your friends in. It'll engage every age group. To enrich believers with the clear teaching about God's Word. You'll remember what you see. And then to encourage church leaders, encourage you in pursuing the gift you have, to encourage pastors. And this pastor, he has more experience encouraging people than I do.